Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. So we are continuing our data science course. As of now, we have completed the basics of Python and also NumPy library, Pandas library and Matplotlib library. Okay, so today we are going to learn Seaborn library. Okay, first let me tell you why it is used. It is mainly used for visualization. Can you tell me the name of another library which is also used for visualization purpose? We have studied Matplotlib. Okay, but there are some basic differences between Matplotlib and Seaborn library. We will learn about all those things, but as of now, just know that Seaborn has some more advanced features than Matplotlib. Okay, that doesn't mean we can ignore Matplotlib. That has also its own benefits. We will learn about all these things. Okay. Now let's see these are the categories or we can say these are the types we can plot using Seaborn library. Okay, relational plot, distribution, categorical, matrix, multiplot and regression plot. We are going to know about all these plots in detailed manner. Okay. Now first of all know that there are two categories of plots. Number one is figure level, number two is axis level. Whenever we plot something you can see this is a container. This container we can say is a figure and inside the container the graph, the plot that is an axis. So we can use figure level function or we can use axis level function also. Clear? But you can see that here there is one figure but two axes. So within a single figure you can have multiple axes. Okay. So if you want to create an individual plot, you can directly use axis level function. But if you want to create multiple plots, like you want to show the complex relationships, then you can use figure level function. We are going to learn about both of this. Okay. Now first one is relational plot. Relational plot is a figure level function. But scatter plot, line plot, these are the types of relational plot. These are axis level function. So how can I plot scatter plot and line plot? We know these plots while studying matplotlib. Here also the concept is same. To find the relationship between two variables, we can use scatter plot or we can use line plot. Fine. Now let me show you how it looks. First let me copy paste. See here. First I have imported Seaborn function. I have given a alias name, nickname, SNS. By using SNS, I am going to call the functions which are in Seaborn library. Next, I have also downloaded Matplotlib because sometimes we may use this one also. Okay. And in the Seaborn library, there is a data set. The name of the data set is tips. So first, let me show you how it looks. So I have first simply loaded the data set. Now, if I want to see the data set, then I can write tips. This is a data set which is already in C1 library. We have just loaded it. Okay. See in the data set, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns. First column is total bill. Second is tip. How much people are providing tip. What is the sex? Whether smoker or not. Which day they came. Whether they did lunch or dinner. And how many people came together. So these are the data we already have in the tips dataset, which is already loaded in Seaborn and we have just downloaded the dataset. Clear? Now let's see how we can generate a scatter plot. So sns.scatter plot. Here I have to write x equal to total bill because I want to see what is the relationship between total bill and tip. Whether it is increasing, decreasing or even it is not affecting at all. Okay. For that I'm going to plot a scatter plot. So I have to write y equals to tip. And I have to provide data equals to data is a parameter where I have to provide the data set. That means I have to mention from where you are going to take the data. Okay, so it is take the values from the tips data set. It will keep total bill in the x column, tip in the y column, and it will create a scatter bill. I am so sorry. Okay, so you can see the relationship between total bill and tip. Okay, so this is an axis level function. Now let me show you how it looks if I use figure level function. What is the figure level function? The rail plot. Now within rail plot, I want to write x equals to total bill, comma, y equal to tip, data equal to tips. Here I am drawing a figure level function, this one. Okay, I have already plotted axis level function by using scatter plot, but now I am drawing a figure level function. I am using relational plot. So relational plot can be of two types. See here, it can be a scatter plot, it can be a line plot. So I have to explicitly mention what is the kind. So here I have to use one more parameter, that is kind. So kind equal to scatter. Now if I run it, clear, the same plot, but it is looking a bit different. Let me show you. Here it is more white, looking like a rectangle, but here it is not looking like a rectangle. It's not that much of white. So this one is figure axis level function. This one is figure level function. Clear? But both of them producing same output. But here I have to mention kind parameter while you are using the figure level function. Clear? Now let's see what is a line plot. Same. Let me just copy this. If I want to apply on this one, then I have to just change it to line plot. Now if I run it, see what happens. Clear. See, if you want to see the relationship using line plot, you can use line plot. In scatter plot, every point is not connected. In line plot, every point is connected. Okay. So here also you can find the relationship. Now you will be able to understand more with some, if you use some meaningful column. Like if I use line plot on is equal to size, is equal to size, y equal to total bill. Now see, I want to see whether it is increasing with size. Obviously total bill is increasing with size. Okay, so this way also you can draw line plot. But if I want to use figure level function, then same rail plot. Inside this, let me copy this one. If I copy, I have to mention kind equal to line. Then if I draw this, okay, same. It is more white because it is an axis level function. This is a figure level function. So by using rail plot, you just have to mention kind equal to scatter or kind equal to line. If I don't provide kind, then what happens? What do you think the output will be? Just because this is by default, this is a scatter plot. Okay, that's why it will be shown the scatter plot. But if you want to mention that it is a line plot, then you have to write kind equals to line. Like here also, if I just don't give kind equal to scatter, the same output will be generated because by default it is a scatter plot. Now tell me, what is the difference if I use the matplotlib function? Can you tell me? Do you remember? There we did not write x equal to total will. We wrote total will, comma, tip. And we didn't need to mention data equal to tips. Okay. But see here, automatically total will is printed. Tip is printed. But in matplotlib, we had to write plt.x level, plt.y level, plt.title. Okay, but here you don't need to explicitly mention the x level or y level. So for writing or for creating a same graph, you have to write less code in Seaborn library. Fine. But if you want to change the name, so you can just import matplotlib function, this one, and you can give plt.x level. Let me show you. If I write plt.x level and within this I write bill. Now see what happens. See, X level is changed. Okay. So if you don't provide also, then also the name will be, the by default name will be automatically printed. But if you want to change the name, that also you can do. So you understand the advantages of matplotlib function and the advantages of Seaborn function and where and how to use all these libraries. Okay. So we have completed relational plot. We have completed this one. Now let's understand distribution plot. Okay. Now distribution plots is used to visualize the distribution. You can do this using histogram using KDE plot or using a RAG plot. Let's see all of them one by one. First, histogram also we know. Histogram means you have to create bins and you can perform on single column. First, let me delete this one and let me write it 10. Just see. Bins equal to 10 means the total bill column divided into 10 parts, and we want to see that what is the distribution of the total bill. So here this is the range where the bill amount is highest. Okay. By using histogram, you can find the frequency. Fine. Now let's understand KDE plot. KDE plot is mainly used to estimate the probability density. We have not studied about probability density yet, but we will learn about probability density while studying probability. For now, just see that you can simply do a KDE plot. KDE plot on a particular column tips total bill, that means on total bill it will generate a KDE plot. Set equal to true means simply there is a set, you can see. If I just remove it, sorry, then let me show you, it will be blank. Okay. Probability density is mainly used for continuous variable. Probability is used for discrete variable. Probability density is used for continuous variable, because in continuous variable if a number can be like 0.2, 0.3, 0.235, there can be any number, and probability of generating any continuous number is almost equal to 0. That's why instead of using the probability directly, we use probability density. Now it will not be clear because these things we will study while studying probability. So as of now, you can just simply understand that we can generate KDE plot also. Fine. Next one is RAG plot. Let me show you how it looks. This is a one-dimensional representation. Okay, along a single axis. See how it looks. This one. Okay, so you can see that the maximum bill is generated in this range. Okay, so this is also known as RAG plot. Rarely used, but mainly used with other plots. Okay, so we have completed relational plot and distribution plot. Next, understand categorical plot. Categorical plot can be divided into three types: estimate plot, scatter plot, and distribution plot. So, categorical estimate plot can be divided into two types. Number one is bar plot and one is count plot. What is a bar plot? Let me show you. We have already studied in about bar plot in Matplotlib also. Here I am using day column, total bill, and data equals to tips. Same rule, you have to just write sns dot bar plot. Now you see Thursday total bill, Friday total bill, Saturday total bill, Sunday total bill. So maximum people come for Sunday. That is normal also. So to find the distribution of categorical data, you can use bar plot. Fine. Next one is count plot. See how it looks. If I run it, this one is count plot. Like Thursday, 60 people, Friday, 20, Saturday, more than 80, Sunday, 75. So this is a count plot. Okay, so you can see the count of observations in each category. Now next one is categorical distribution plot, box plot and volume plot. See, box plot also we studied in details that it is mainly used to show the quartiles. To know the 25% quartile, 50th quartile, 75th quartile, the median value, we plot a box plot. Let me show you. If I just run it, now see, x equal to day, that means these are the days, y equal to total bill. So you can see that Thursday, 25th quartile, 75th quartile, this is 50th quartile, this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value. So we can find the 5 values from a box plot. Minimum value, 25th quartile, 50th quartile or median value, third quartile or 75th quartile. Next is the maximum value. And what are all these things? Can you tell me? These are the outliers. Okay, if you have any doubt, you just go to the Matplotlib section. There I described box plot in details. like how it is divided into 100 percentiles, and what are the things we can derive from a box plot. Okay, here just understand that if I want to use box plot using Seaborn, we have to write sns.boxplot. You can plot box plot using matplotlib also. Okay, so this comes under categorical distribution plot. Next one is violin plot. Now to see how it looks. Just let me copy this one. If I paste and run it, see, you can see this is a KDE plot. We have just studied density function, and inside this you can see there is a box plot. So violin plot is a combination of KDE and box plot. Clear? Okay. Next one is categorical scatter plot. Now categorical scatter plot is also known as point plot or strip plot. It also displays the relationship between one categorical variable and one continuous variable. Now see, this is a strip plot. Strip plot, it looks like strip. So Thursday total bill, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday fields are more, so you can see. So this is the way you can draw a strip plot. Okay. So we can say that if you want to plot a scatter plot on categorical data, then you have to use strip plot. If you want to plot scatter plot on numerical data, then you have to use sns.scatter plot. It's simple. Okay. Now one more type is swarm plot. Let me show you how it looks. If I just run it, then see it will look like swarm. So this is a strip plot and this is a swarm plot. So it just adds some noise, slightly noise, so that it does not overlap with each other and the visualization makes better. That is what is the difference between scatter plot and swarm plot. Okay. Okay. So we have completed categorical plot, bar plot, count plot, strip plot or categorical scatter plot, swarm plot adds a bit noise so that it does not overlap. Box plot gives us the quartiles. Violin plot, it adds the distribution plot, box plot, and with probability density functions. Okay. But suppose if I want to use the figure level function, then I have to just write sns.cat plot. Okay, let me show you this one. If I just copy this one and paste it, let me show you sns.cat plot. Here x equal to day, so these are the day. Y equal to total bill, kind equals to violin, violin plot I have drawn. Hue equal to sex, so that blue male, orange female, and data equal to tips. Okay, so I have used cat plot. This is the figure level plot. Here if you just change it to box, then what will happen? It will be a box plot. If you just change it to strip, see, if you just change it to swarm, clear? So a single line cat plot, here you have to just write kind equals to in which you want to get it. Okay. Box plot, violin plot, swarm plot, strip plot, and what are the other two? Bar plot, count plot. Let me show you these also. Bar, clear? Now let's understand one concept, that is faceting. Faceting means breaking down data into different categories. Suppose if I write here column equals to time. See what happens. Lunchtime, dinner time. Different graphs in a single figure. This is possible by figure level function. Cat plot is a figure level function. Here you can plot multiple graphs in a single figure. So this is a figure where you have plotted multiple axes. This is only possible by figure level function. Cat plot is a figure level function. Clear? Now if I write row equals to time, then it will be row wise. Let me show you. See. lunchtime, dinner time. Clear? So you can simply break down the data into different categories by using the concept known as Seaborn faceting. This is only possible in Seaborn, not in Matplotlib. And in Seaborn, you have to use figure level function to do this one. Okay. If I write bar plot and I delete kind equal to bar, and now if I run it, say unexpected keyword argument row. That means in access level function, you cannot use faceting. So as of now, we have completed relational plot, rel plot for figure level function, scatter plot, line plot, access level function. It finds the relationship between variables. Next, we have understood distribution, histogram, KDE, rag plot. Dist is the figure level function. All these are axis level function. Next, categorical. Cat plot is the figure level function, and all these things are axis level function. And if I want to use faceting, creating multiplots, then you have to use figure level function. Else, if you want, you can use axis level function. Clear? In our next class, we will study about all other things. Okay, till then, bye. Happy learning.